Friends and fans, welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon, the third part here in our campaign against North Korea in the Busan pocket. It's been going quite well, and we're about to have some American Marines and the USS Nimitz support a naval landing here at SEOUL, very similar to the First Korean War. So welcome back then to what would be, I guess, the first part of the Second Korean War. There's a different campaign for Wargame Red Dragon called that, but what I want to know from you right now is, first of all, I want you to launch from your carrier, meaning your mouse, your USS Nimitz, hit that like button and show some support. Let's try to get up over 500 likes on this one for the U.S. Marines here who are about to land, and unfortunately some of them are going to die in this landing, but we've got to liberate South Korea. And what I'd like to know as well as next to your Circle 7 is, what is the most famous, historically naval landing, I guess, that did not succeed? The most the failed naval landing that you can think of, for instance, the Bay of Pigs or something like that, where, well, that was more of a revolution, but naval landings that didn't go so well. Let me know which ones you can think of down below in the comments section. So let's get started. All right, so we've got to land some Marines here, so we're bringing in all the Marine power here today. We're going to disembark into SEOUL. So all three naval units here, the Marines, the 24th Armored Battalion, and the 12th and 13th Marine Regiments are going to be dropping here today. We're also going to be giving them air and helicopter support in terms of the Super Cobra 1, the Sea Cobra 1P, and also two different types of aircraft, the F.4J Phantom, which come equipped with beautiful infrared missiles and semi-active radar missiles, and also the Prowler, which is good at seed. And of course, remember, let me know what seed means down below. And of course, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Nimitz, but you have to stay in the water. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what we have for reinforcements here. We do have some South Korean units and some American units that can be called out too, like for instance the 25th Armored Battalion. Captain Chavez's M60A1s can be deployed in SEOUL in order to offer armored reinforcements. They're out of date, but will do in case of an emergency. Beware, this battalion has no logistics and only a limited chain of command. So basically what we're going to do is, once we've captured SEOUL, we are going to use these tanks to hold SEOUL as well. So that'll be a perfect emergency unit. Meanwhile, the Marines and tanks are going to punch into Sokcho and Chirwan. Basically, what I think we're going to do here is we're going to surround the North Koreans, and we're going to have millions of North Korean, trillions of dollars of probably North Korean equipment and men who are captured behind enemy lines. So let us begin here then in Wargame Red Dragon, and I am very thankful to have you guys back. All right, let's begin. Let's see, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, naval landing about to begin here in SEOUL. It's going to be very, very, very important here to have a good, successful landing. As you can see, we'll be having our forces here. We will then go up into these sectors at Bravo, push into Yonan, Chirwan, and Sandang, and have the North Koreans out here by lunch, which, as you know, Americans like lunch and dinner and breakfast and everything in between. We like to eat. Okay, here we go. So we've got LAV C2. One thing that we do have is, for the first time, we're going to show off some naval units. Oliver Hazard Perry is standing by to bring some hell on the enemy. So let's bring one of those over here. He should be able to provide naval fire support for all units that are landing here today. The LAV C2 can also capture Bravo, but unfortunately, once we do capture Bravo, we still have to capture Yonan before we can get any sort of forces. So this will give us a large bank of points to call on reinforcements, but then we'll need Yonan. So let's make sure we've got a couple of LAVs ready to move into position, because they will take some time to get here. So let's make sure we've got a couple of those ready to go. LAV C2s is what I wanted. Oh, it looks like we've only got one. Damn, but we do have a Marine command, so that can go in. The LVP T7A1 with a command unit inside of it. Okay, we're going to have to land some Marines. First things first then for the Marines, we should probably capture the town with some of the Marines that we can. So we're going to, actually we have to be under the Naval tab to do that. So we're going to, first of all, need some tanks. That's going to be very important. So let's call in 4 groups of these. And we're going to need the M60A1s, eras that are coming in on landing craft. This is like a modern D-Day for the American forces here. So they are ready and standing by. We've also got ourselves a Cobra Scout that will be able to provide overwatch for our forces here today. And, of course, our air forces as well. STRB 90Hs. These are Swedish. These are, Svenska fans, as they would say. No, I'm just kidding. STRB 90Hs, you Swedes can let me know, of course, what that means down below. Not the swear, but the other thing. And AGM, well, they got Hellfires and more. Oh, man, they've got grenade launchers, all sorts of trouble on them. Okay, we need some extra points for the Marines, though, damn it. All right, let's get our Marines out. Marines 90, these are what the Marines had then in the 90s for equipment. So hopefully we've got everything we need. Okay, and the naval landing will begin then here in just a moment. We will keep these commands, I think, then with the main naval landing force. And let us begin. Wow, look at this. We've got a cruiser that is, or rather, I don't know what that is. Oliver Hazard Perry destroyer, maybe? That should be a cruiser class. Ready to strike on this position here. All right, let us begin. All right, look at all the North Korean forces over there. Beautiful. Look at that. They're already engaging. The ship's already engaging. Beautiful. Already getting some kills on forces there. Oh, hell, a hell of a lot of helicopters. Oh, boy. All right, hold on a second. STRVs and everything else, stay away from that. Oliver Hazard Perry is the only thing with anti-aircraft right now. You can see he is opening fire with the SM-1 blocks. Ooh, only 16 missiles on that, ready to fire on the enemy. All right, let's have our landing craft come in. Let's have everyone start moving then. Start shaking your tail, boys. Oliver Hazard Perry is going to have to stay here to keep control. Flares going up as enemy Hellfires or ATGMs are being fired at the cruiser, the ship there. Mi-8 gunships is what we're looking at here. All right, STRBs are moving in to help with the naval landing. Cobras are moving in. LCMs are moving in. We'll have some tanks on the ground in just a few seconds. Okay, start landing, boys. The landing force is here. American tanks are up first. Start unloading, boys. And 50 cals are unloading as well. Arrows are out. The enemy's made a great error in fucking with America. And the LVTP, LMNOPs are now moving in. Marines are about to hit the beach soon enough. The Marines should have hit before the tanks, but the tanks are perfect for helping with the landing here. They are firing ATGMs, but they're all done now. And beautiful to have those forces there ready to support with those Swedes. Beautiful. All right, we're going to capture this position first then. Landing craft are going to stand by. They can bring in some more reinforcements if they need to. Oh, beautiful. The Swedish vessel there hitting those enemy forces, and grenade launchers also ready to fire at infantry if they spot them. Oh, man, they've got them surrounded. We've got you surrounded, man. Come out. Yeah, see? All right, Marines, hit the beach. Let's go. Come on in. We're going to move in then to the section there at the town. We got to clear it with Marines. They will counterattack shortly, so we need to make sure that our landing goes successfully. All right, we've got our LAV already in place. Let's move to cover, and let's have our Cobra go up as well. A lot of vehicles all around one area, but we want to make sure we are securing the beach first before we move in too far. As you can see, there's already enemy forces in there. Marines moving in. Let's keep that command back on the beach. Marines are on the beach. They've made it off the beach, and they're now moving into the fields. They're going to be in town soon. All right, Marines, disembark and start going on foot. 60 men in each group here. 120 Marines hitting the beach right now. That is a hell of a crazy force for pain. Okay, they're going to clear town and then hold against any enemy counterattacks. Meanwhile, I'm going to bring in some more Marines if we can. And let's bring in 8 forces of Marines here. We're going to land them and start moving in on Yonan as soon as we've cleared the town here. All right, Marines, start grabbing some houses here. Let's start eliminating enemy forces. All right, looks like they've got ATGMs that were not very good at stopping our tanks. They were really lightly defending this beach. All right, let's move into some of these positions here. Beautiful STRB hitting forces there at the intersection. Susang Pos are getting out. Oh, beautiful. That STRB is just cutting them off. I didn't even realize that it could really do that. Or, well, it's parked in a good spot. I mean, that was strategically planned by me many years ago. All right, looks like enemy forces are moving into the woods. They're getting ready to ambush us then with our second wave. Again, Marines are just arriving now, yet again from the carrier, so it's going to take them a while to get here. But it looks like the Marines have gotten a good foothold in town, and we got to get our asses moving because we only got 16 minutes to push the North Koreans off the beach completely, and Uncle Sam demands freedom right away. So let's get those arrows up there as well. I believe they may have helicopters around, and we don't really have any shoulder-launched AA, and we've only got some aircraft to deal with enemy helicopters if we see them, so we've got to be cautious. We can land more arrows if we need to, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. First, we want to capture Yonan, which means that not only do we have to capture with our own command, but we also have to have the enemy's command eliminated. Otherwise, it's just a wash. Marines are going to continue then to move into Yonan. Let's go ahead and just move all the way through then. Oh, there we go. Pongay 2 is that's anti-aircraft. Beautiful. Marines taking that out right away. Keep moving, Marines. Stay frosty. Preferably, I like the chocolate Frosty. But some people like the vanilla one, too. Alright, so you've got the arrows moving up then, over the open fields and over the railroad tracks of the industrial area. It's one of my favorite maps. This is great. And what a beautiful sight that was to see all those forces hit the beach, clear out the town, and cause some massive damage there to the North Koreans before they even knew what was going on. They didn't even get orders to retreat. They kind of didn't even know that the landing was taking place. LCMs will hold the beach then, and we'll have that VTP-7A1 move in to capture over here as well. The arrows are going to move into the fields, and the Marines are going to move into town. Yep, Marines are moving in. It's like the GI Bill all over again. Every one of them is getting a house. Look at how many houses and look at how many Marines. Oh, it's very nice. They can all start families and then give birth to many more Marines. Okay, let's go ahead and start looking around with recon, though they may have shoulder-launched AA, so I want to be cautious with our recon. In fact, it looked like one of those vehicles was getting ready to fire. Let's be cautious here. Oh, okay, 60 Marines are ready here on the intersection. Oh, beautiful. Unsuspecting North Korean vehicle knocked out there. And tanks getting ready to bro down with advancing North Korean forces. Looks like BTRs possibly. Mechanized and motorized forces are possibly around. BTR 60Ps don't even stand a chance here. Jukwide. These guys have Type 49s, basically PPSHs and early AT weapons. Amazing. All right, let's continue to move up then. Tanks are wow, this is going a little too well. Something doesn't feel right. Pongay 2s are rolling around though. Let's see what we can do if we call in a Prowler on these guys. Let's call in 2 of them just to make absolutely sure we hit them. They're very good at, oh god. Look at all those helicopters. That's not good. Oh my god. All right, hold on a second. We're going to need to find that enemy command. Oh god. Oh, the Marines. Alright, we got to find that enemy command so we can capture this area, so we can call out what we really need, which is Avengers. If we call them out now, we're not going to get them. Prowlers are coming out, though, to deal with the Pongay 2s and anything else that's around. Come on, hit them, guys. Beautiful. Good hits. Oh, we did have it. Oh, we have it. Oh, good. Let's call out tanks first. And then let's also call out some Marines. And then let's also call out a hell of a lot of Avengers. We're going to need them. And we ain't talking about Marvel and DC, y'all. Damn, they're hitting our Marines pretty good there. I just want to get out of that artillery. Alright, a lot of Marines there. Okay, let's get these guys into cover. Those Marines will be able to shoot back, luckily. It's going to be hard for the enemy to hit them. Beautiful. They're still cutting off forces that are just driving by. Jesus. ATGMs and rockets being fired at those arrows. Let's reverse now. Make sure we're pointing at the enemy while we're backing away. They could hit us. We may lose some tanks here. Marines holding the line. Marines are in for a real fight down there now. Alright, meanwhile, these other Marines, I'm going to have them move up here. Alright, Avengers, zoom on in. Let's clear the skies. Marines are also going to move in here. And we're going to start clearing town and block it. Oh, looks like we've already got enemy forces. Perfect. Grenade launchers on these vehicles are going to devastate that Jukwadi. Beautiful. Sandang, it looks like Chirwan is also available for capture. Oh, Marines are fighting it out. Still full squads there. Oh, man, our Marines are really... Hey, man, they're Marines. They're used to it, I suppose. All right, let's keep moving down. You never hear a Marine complain. All right, Avengers are getting ready to take out those gunships as soon as they have a line of sight on them. We've got to kind of stay back, otherwise we're dead. Our missiles are more accurate than theirs. There we go. Here we go. Beautiful. One gunship down. Second gunship down. Let's start fighting them. Beautiful. Okay, transports are getting hit. Marines are still bailing out, though, the transports. A lot of... Oh, my God. Look at all the forces down here. Is that all artillery? Holy shit. We got to push through with anti-aircraft again. Let's have the Avengers come through here. Okay, Marines have taken a lot of hits. All of our squads are still alive. LBT-7s are still here. Marines are hitting the beach as well, making landings all over. Let's have our vehicles come up to support them. Man, look at all those forces there. The Marines aren't going to be able to hold against all that. All right, Avengers are firing off. What the hell? They managed to artillery the command there at Yonan. All right, we're in some tough shape now. Another command's going to have to come up. Actually, what we'll do now is we'll just have our LAV come up. They just artilleried it from all that artillery we saw before. All right, get in there, Marines. Get some revengeance on them. Let's get those gunships dealt with too. Screw them. Let's move our asses down here. And let's have those marine tanks move in. Bastards. Alright, all of our marines are moving up now. Avengers are almost ready to take out those choppers. Let's make sure we stop them. Beautiful. No one's gonna mess with those marines. Alright, let's make sure we're holding in town. Alright, we've got our position back now. We're gonna steam now. We're just gonna plow right through Chirwan now. No time for that. Avengers are getting hit. They had to clear out all those aircraft. Avengers back into the woods there. So much going on. It's extremely difficult to micromanage all of this, as you can imagine. Look at all that artillery. 130 millimeters. Look at all that artillery. But we're holding the line. Let's get those Marines out. And it looks like a lot of those North Korean forces are trying to push through. We're not going to let that happen. Look at the amount of forces here. Whoa, wake up, Marines. We're going to be surrounded here in just a second. How the hell did they get another Avenger, those bastards? Well, when we put our forces on R&R, they'll recoup some of those losses as well. But this is war, baby. It ain't one-sided. That's the sad truth. T-55 out. Get those arrows up here to support now. Let's push through this way. Arrows are pushing through up at the top. They're retreating. Enemy forces are retreating all over. Marines pushing them back. Excellent. Good to see that. Alright, let's push to the intersection. Let's push through town. And let's push up over these bridges. Go, Marines. Start rocking them. Kick their asses now. Let's get back for those Avengers, that command unit. A few other areas as well. You never know where that artillery is going to hit. We're going to have this position, no problem, though. We just got to swarm them. Plenty of ATGMs being fired at us now from the Sosan Pos. No bombers or anything at our disposal. We can do another Prowler run, though. Let's make sure we don't have any anti-aircraft over here. We can easily kill those units and thin them out for, you know, our tanks. They won't have to engage them. Sandang is our last position. Marine tanks are pushing through. Hell, they've been battered. Almost lost some tanks too. What the hell? One of our Prowlers actually getting hit.
Where do you need us, sir?
Come on, guys, just bail out now. I did hit the evac button on that. All right, we should be good. Okay, not a problem now. We've got all their forces surrounded. Hold on a second. I just want to see these Shilkas. Shilkas should be radar guided, so those vehicles should have not been not able to get engaged like that. Oh, I guess it's not in this case. Well, they're shooting at cargo trucks that we're capturing. A damn successful landing, if you ask me. Look at that. We've already got control of the entire area. It's beautiful. Alright, we gotta find enemy commands that are fleeing. They're hiding around here somewhere. Alright, looks like tanks are coming in. Beautiful. Great revenge for all those forces. Just the amount of firepower we now have on the field. North Koreans lost it the moment we had Yonnan. That's all we needed the whole time. Screw their infantry. We're just rolling over them now. Look at the amount of tanks here. Supply trucks being captured back and forth. I don't know where the enemy commands went, but screw them. Alright, let's have these tanks back up. They've been battered a little bit. So the enemy completely fled. Little cowards with their Shilkas and all the other weapons they've got. There's some there. That could be a command right there fleeing. No, that's a supply truck of some sort. Oh, it's a BTR. Never mind. It looked like a supply truck. Enemy infantry trying to escape is being decimated. Anybody who's got a fight, bring it in on them. Oh, who the hell's firing artillery?
Are you talking to me?
North Koreans still have artillery around. Well, screw them. We're going to call in commands and capture all these zones. I have no idea where they've ran to. Okay, is that an enemy command there? Luckily, these things can go up the river. Enemy vehicle of some sort there, the BTR. Enemy infantry eliminated. All blocking positions have been eliminated. Beautiful. Tanks going deep up here. Got to still hunt down those commands. I want a victory here. They're trying to block us any way they can. Not happening. Alright, let's look around, find out where they're at. Alright, we've got one position here. That's it. The enemy is completely eliminated. Look at that. All but the anti-ship squadron escaped. So considering our amount of losses there, it does not matter because the 41st Infantry Brigade, the 3rd Anti-Aircraft Company, and the 22nd Armored Battalion completely done. They're out of the game. That is it, man. A completely successful naval landing there, man. Well done, Major. Seoul is ours. Thanks to your thanks to the post facilities, we can now land safely. However, let's be careful and keep in mind counterattack is still a risk at this stage. Okay, well, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do then. We're going to call in then the American 25th Armored Battalion. Or should we call in the 70? Ooh, Abrams for this one for 25 points. Well, let's go ahead and just put a couple Abrams there. Screw you, North Korea. Take that. And look at all the flaming wrecks. Oh, now I recognize some of these vehicles. Very interesting. Okay, so we can continue the attack then at the start of the next turn, I believe. American forces, the Marines, and the tanks that just landed. Actually, I think that's what we'll do. We'll call in the American... Oh, look at this. All they've got is some helicopters here. Well, I don't mind if I do. We'll push our tanks in and also follow up with the Marines and such. And actually, the helicopters might be able to move in as well. But... let's see. It wouldn't be really... Well, actually, wait a minute. This is just 3 recon units? Oh, what the hell. Why not? We'll risk it for a biscuit, and then we'll send in our air support a little bit later. Okay, well, that is it for this episode, guys. I wanted to just showcase the epicness of that retaking of Seoul right there. That was beyond awesome. So thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, password Pimp and Strong, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.